the lifestyle program. My name is Mona Cabrera, and I'm the Registered Dietitian here. So we're talking about one of my favorite topics. I think they're all my favorite topics, but this one is so important, and especially if you're exercising, which we all should be doing, right? So I'm going to be talking about how to properly fuel your exercise before going into your workout, and then properly fueling after to maximize and get all the gains that you can from your workout. So I became a runner when I was 18. I joined the 24-hour fitness, and I won't tell you what my dues are because you'll just be so mad, but peanuts. So I joined and I became a runner, and I started lifting. And I wanted to figure out how I could maximize these workouts and get the biggest gains that I could get. And at the time I was a bio major. I wasn't into nutrition yet. I was only 18. So I learned quickly what worked for me. And fueling your workouts pre and post is going to look different for everyone. Because some people are triathlons, do triathlons. They run marathons, ultra marathons. Some are swimmers, some are exercising for 3-4 hours. But I'm really going to talk today about us people who do a workout about an hour consistently, and how we can feel our best and get the best out of that workout. So, number one, first I want to use an analogy. Our body is like our car, right? It's our vessel. So if you take your car on an empty gas tank, you're not going to get anywhere, and you're not going to get anything out of it. So you need to put in the right gas into your body to get somewhere and reach your fitness goals. If you have goals to look a certain way, whatever it is, you have to properly fuel yourself. So the number one thing I want to talk about is hydration, being properly hydrated. So everything in our body, all our systems require so much fluids, and most of us walk around dehydrated and we don't even know it. So the best way to know if you're dehydrated is look at that urine first thing in the morning, and it should be a very light yellow, okay? If it's yellow, dark yellow, orange, brown, you're dehydrated, sorry. So drink up. So general rule for hydration is to drink about half of your body weight pounds in water. So let's say you're 140 pounds, drink about 70 ounces of water, non-caloric fluids every day. So going into workouts, we want to be properly hydrated every day, day in and day out. You're going to see if you're not hydrated, you are not going to perform, and you're going to get tired early. Our muscles need that water. So that's very important to stay hydrated day in and day out. And if you know you have a big event coming on, like a marathon, you're a marathon runner, hopefully you already know how to properly hydrate yourself because you've been doing some training and trying to figure out what works for you. And sometimes if you're working out long hours in that hot, humid weather, you're going to be sweating a lot of salt. And so even giving yourself extra sodium salt the day before a long, strenuous workout will help you. So the other thing I wanted to say about hydration is, let's say you work out in the morning. You always want to hydrate before. Even if you don't work out in the morning, you want to wake up and drink water. It's so important, and that will help you get enough water in throughout your day. So you want to drink about 2 cups minimum before working out. And then during your exercise, you always want to carry a water bottle and drink at least maybe a cup. Cup's a pretty good, gauge. And then you want to properly hydrate afterwards. And sometimes we may not feel thirsty, but it's still important to hydrate. So now we're going to talk about our morning workout people. So I love to work out in the morning. I just jump out of bed and I'm ready to go. So it's very important to fuel your body. You've been sleeping overnight and you've fasted. Some people do like to work out. It's called fasted cardio, and if that works for them, then they do that. For me, I do need a little bit of energy. I do wake up feeling hungry and just a little bit, and you want to give yourself some time, and it's an easy, simple carbohydrate that we recommend that you eat. So for example, I typically have a half a banana. If I'm going longer than an hour, I'll do probably a whole banana and carry something with me. But so for your typical wake up morning workout person, you're going to go drive to the gym or work out right now at home, you want to have some fuel. So some simple carbohydrates. It's easy to digest. If you had a big breakfast, for example, you'd want to wait a couple hours. So knowing when you're going to work out, it takes a little bit of planning, right? So let's say you're going to work out in the morning. So half a banana will be digested very quickly, so it's easy to time. Some individuals don't like to necessarily eat a solid food like a banana, and what works for them is a smoothie. I do like a green smoothie. I have a really good recipe for it. It includes like 2 handfuls of spinach, some Greek yogurt. If you do dairy, it has some chia seeds for fiber and almond milk. Some people like to use a protein powder in their smoothie. So that way they can drink a little bit and then save half of it for after their workout. So there's different things that you can do, and you definitely want to play around and find what works for you and how you feel in the morning. Some people, they really do need to eat before a workout. They don't do fasted cardio because they feel lightheaded and they just feel better. They can get through their workout, especially if they're doing a HIIT workout, an hour cardio session. They feel better with that fuel. So that's the morning workout. So if you're going to eat a big breakfast, let's say you want to have a big breakfast, you're not going to be working out in the morning. You're going to give yourself 2 to 3 hours to digest. So if you had a breakfast like eggs, toast, and some avocado, you're having protein, you're having healthy carbs and fat. It's going to take 2 to 3 hours to digest that, and then you would get into your workout without having all that food sit in your stomach, because our blood goes to our stomach and helps digestion. It's not going to want to work out. You're not going to feel like working out. So it's really important to time your intake, your fuel. So that's for breakfast. So if you don't have a banana, you can grab maybe apple, half an apple, just whatever you can grab. That's a simple carbohydrate, healthy. Grab that. And then I always have my hydro flask for hydration. I tend to drink more when I have a bottle filled up. So that definitely helps. If you're not a big drinker and don't like to drink water, or you forget, this really helps. Another thing that you can do is to set timers on your phone to remind you to drink. So with your alarm in the morning, it could say, get out of bed and drink some water, whatever works for you. I tend to just love water, so I can have this with me and I'll drink it all day long. So that's the morning workout, properly fueling yourself so you can get through your session and get the gains that you are putting the effort in for, right? So let's say you don't wake up and roll out of bed like I do and don't want to work out in the morning, or you don't have time, your schedule doesn't allow it, and you are planning for an evening workout or afternoon, 4 o'clock. So anywhere, in the afternoon takes a little bit of planning too. So you're going to be planning all day long to properly fuel and feel your best when you get to the gym or wherever you're working out. So for example, you would have your healthy breakfast with lean protein, healthy carbs. So let's say it was an egg, a fruit, and some veggies. So you had an omelet and a piece of fruit. Then lunchtime, you had a little bit bigger meal with a little bit more carbs. Let's say you had lean chicken breast and some vegetables and another fruit. So that's a big meal. So it's going to take a couple hours for that to digest. So come, let's say 3 o'clock, and you're working out at 5 o'clock after work, you might feel like you're getting some hunger pains. So that afternoon snack should be just a simple carbohydrate to really settle those hunger pains, so you feel like working out and going to the gym or going to go work out. So it's just going to help tie you over so you can get to your workout feeling good. And then the other thing you want to do all day long is properly hydrate. You don't want to go into that workout dehydrated, because you are putting the effort to exercise, you're planning it in your schedule. You want to get the best that you can out of this workout, right? Whether it's gaining muscle, or you are looking to lose fat, or you're just working out just for feel good. You don't have a specific, goal in mind, but you're just doing it because it feels good. So you definitely want to be super fueled up all day long properly and giving yourself amount of hours to digest. And so if you're not used to working out yet and it's not in your schedule, you're going to play around with your meals, create some healthy meals, and see what works for you, because everyone is different in terms of how much they need, whether if you're a man or a woman, depending on your height and your weight and just your goals. If it's a cardio session in the afternoon or it's a heavy weightlifting session, your fuel is going to be different. So everyone has individual needs, and so it's very important to work with a dietitian or a sports dietitian who can really help you and look at your goals and your nutrition and really give you a plan. So that's a little bit on fueling your workout. We could talk all day about this. There's so many details and so much fun information, but it's really, really important, and especially if you have kids, they need so much more in terms of caloric intake. So it's really important to be fueling them properly with healthy, balanced meals all day, and hydration as well, and going into their exercise or their sport or whatever they're doing. And one other thing about hydration, I don't think I mentioned it, is let's say you're exercising for a longer than an hour. So about the hour mark, you're starting to need some fuel. And this is where you can carry your fuel with you. So for instance, when I go running, you don't have to carry bars or sports gels, because not every nutrition product that is endorsed by the fitness industry is healthy for us. So you definitely want to find one that you look at the ingredients and you like those ingredients and those are going to work for you. There's a lot of products out there that have a lot of added new ingredients, a lot of artificial sweeteners, sugars, gums. There's so many ingredients on there if you look that you don't necessarily want to be eating. So for me personally, I carry sometimes dates if I have them, because I love dates and it's just a quick energy source. Sometimes long runs, I'll take a gel because it's contained and it has some caffeine, and sometimes I need that. You can also do a Ziploc bag of a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of honey. Some people, if they're cyclists, they'll have their water bottles filled with a sports drink with some electrolytes that we're losing, especially in hot weather, and you sweat out a lot of salt and potassium. All those we need to be replenishing if you're working out for longer than an hour. So it's important to drink at least a cup of water every 15-20 minutes when you're going over that hour mark and you're going for long endurance workouts, and properly fueling, because you will hit the wall if you're not properly fueling your workouts. I know when I go out on a run and I'll go like 10 miles and I'd be like, oh shoot, I forgot my fuel today. And it happens a lot. I'll just rush out of the house and didn't think about it. So think, right? We need to remember these things, because you get out there and it's like, ooh, I'm feeling it, I'm getting tired, and you're not doing the best that you can. So hydration and properly fueling our body with those healthy meals all day, healthy snacks if you need them, is going to get you to your workout properly fueled, so you can put in the most effort and replenish after those workouts to repair the muscles, get the growth that you want, because without properly fueling after your workout, because you're tearing down those muscle fibers and you need to repair that, prevent so much tearing down, fuel up afterwards so you can build that muscle growth and fuel yourself for tomorrow's workout. So it's not only for today's workout, but it's also for tomorrow's workout. And then there was one more thing I wanted to talk about is some people say, well, you know, I'm not really hungry after I work out. And yeah, so exercise sometimes suppresses our appetite for a little bit. So, and that's where sometimes if you want to use like your fruit smoothie, your blend that you made before your workout, maybe you had half of it before working out, and then that's when you would use it after your workout to refuel. The best time is about 30 to 60 minutes after your workout to get some carbohydrates and protein in your system. And a lot of times you don't feel hungry, but you definitely need it so you can get the most out of that workout. And you put in all that effort doing that workout, so it's pretty important to fuel your body so you can see the results. You're putting the effort, you want to see the muscle, you want to see maybe you're looking for fat loss, whatever your individual goals are. Definitely want to make sure you're properly fueling up and staying hydrated for it. So let's see if you guys have any questions, put them up here and I'll answer them. I think that was it. I'm going to check my notes. One other thing I was going to mention, some people in the morning, if they're a morning workout person, and they have maybe about an hour and a half, they'll do like a whole banana and peanut butter, so a little bit of protein and fat, or an apple and peanut butter. So you can just play with what works for you, but if you're just jumping out of bed, just need quick energy, go for your simple carbohydrates, and then you're working out within 30 minutes, and that would be sufficient. Stay hydrated. And then some healthy carbohydrates, let's say for lunch, would be sweet potatoes, your quinoa, starchy vegetables, peas. You can do your lean protein, would be lean chicken breast, white fish, salmon. You might like turkey, tofu, beans, legumes, lentils. All those are your healthy protein sources. So making combinations of those, of course, with vegetables at lunch would be some great combinations. And so let's see, any questions? Let me see, do we have any questions? I think we're gonna wrap it up. If I see any questions after I turn off the live, sometimes they're posted, I will jump on YouTube and answer those for you guys. On Friday, we're going to be doing another live, and it will be a cooking demo. I've been doing cooking demos on Fridays for you. So it will be a recipe that you might want to make for Easter this weekend in quarantine. This is going to be an interesting Easter, but we got to make the best of it. And so as you guys are doing your workouts during quarantine, whether it's at home in the backyard or maybe you're running or cycling still, definitely use the information today so you can get the most out of your workout, so you can see those gains that you want. Thanks for tuning in again, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.